What's up, everybody? John Sharmiho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Encoffination, entitled We Proclaim Your Death, O Lord. This is released on Selfmadegod Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of both Georgia and California, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very dark, morbid, gloomy hybrid of both death metal and doom metal. Yeah. The more I listen to Encoffination, the more I really truly appreciate what this project has done for extreme music. Because for those who aren't in the know, Encoffination is a side project of two members of the band Father Befouled, their vocalist, guitarist, and original drummer. And this has been a project that has been slowly but surely putting out some really high quality music, because this is a completely different project in comparison to Father Befouled, whereas Father Befouled has that more straight up traditional death metal sound. Encoffination also has a death metal sound, but also incorporates doom metal, horror, pure evil, dark morbidity in terms of the visuals, the lyrics, the style that this band brings, even the look to this band, because this band has a different sort of live stage aesthetic in comparison to Father Befouled. But getting back to Encoffination, this is some seriously great stuff. I've really enjoyed this band's output throughout the years, from their early couple of full lengths like Ritual Ascension Beyond Flesh, to Oh Hell, Shine in Thy Whited Sepulchres, to the last time we had heard a full length from this band back in 2014 with 3 Hear Me O Death, Sing Thou Wretched Choirs, which to me was one of their most ambitious and bold statements yet. It was probably the lengthiest album this band has ever done. Ambitious for the fact that it was lengthy, and for the fact that it tried to keep going with this dark mythology and psychology in terms of the artwork, in terms of the vocals, lyrics, and drumming and songwriting, which was just so fucking awesome. The last time we had really heard something from Encoffination was, I want to say, back in 2017. I believe they did a split with the band Sempiternal Dusk. That was a really, really good split, and it showed you that there was still life in Encoffination's camp. And of course, with Father Befouled, that band is still going along strong. I believe they put out a new album a couple of years ago, and then this year alone in 2019 they put out a brand new EP from Dark Descent Records, which I should mention fucking rules, as does anything Father Befouled does, in my opinion. But now Encoffination are putting out something in 2019, and that's what we're going to be talking about here today with this 4th full-length album from them entitled We Proclaim Your Death, O Lord. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 43 minutes in length, and pretty much this scales things back a bit. Whereas the last record was lengthy and ambitious, this record is a little shorter. But with this being a much shorter record, you still get the same sort of seething, grimy, ugly death that you would expect from an Encoffination release here on this album, and I would honestly consider this to be some of the best material I've heard Encoffination do yet. I think this is a massive, massive leap in the Encoffination discography, and if you're aware of what this band sounds like, how they get their business done, you're going to find something really, really special here with this album. You hear it from the opening moments of the track Ebony Skulls, and then all throughout the next couple of tracks throughout this record, you just are in for a very deathly sort of throw right here. And the thing that makes this album, one of the things that makes this album stand out so perfectly, is the atmosphere and the tension, the usage of church choir keyboards in certain tracks, like I want to say the beginning of Ebony Skulls has that, and then there's a track on here called A Monstrance of Human Bone, which I believe feels like a sister or brother or sister track to the song Crowned Icons from 3 Hear Me O Death. It has that really creepy, giallo sort of thing going on for it. It has that Italian horror movie sort of flair going for it. And I fucking love that about this album, is this tension and these inclusions of all these keys and other dark things that make this album work out so well. That's a really awesome part about this album. But as far as the music is concerned, it's Encoffination business as usual, and it sounds even better than ever. The riffs throughout this album are just so disgustingly good. I really love the way that these riffs sound throughout this album. You hear it on tracks like Graveside Monoliths and the Keys of Hell and Death, to even the lengthiest track on here with Mysterium Fidei, which is, I want to say, probably about 8.5 minutes long. You get a lot of great guitar riffs and instrumentation being done throughout those songs. Every riff, every chord, every progression throughout those songs plays out nicely, and it's just scary to listen to. This is the type of stuff that will crawl underneath your skin and not want to let you go. It's really that crazy and wild, and I really appreciate what the band was going for here with these guitar riffs and these sounds. The drumming on here is sensational, and of course, if you know Encoffination's drum style, it is very much a force to be reckoned with. Just the drum work here is awesome. It's very mid to slow paced, very much borderlining between death and doom metal, but yet it keeps at a very strong and solid pace here. I appreciate the stamina being done here throughout this entire album, and of course this drum performance is something very special about We Proclaim Your Death, O Lord. Of course, when it comes to the vocals, if you know Goat's vocal style, you already know, or should I say Justin Stubbs, why am I kidding here? Goat, Justin Stubbs, whatever you want to call it. His vocals here are always an amazing highlight to listen to this album. Very low, very quiet, whispery sort of guttural vocals. This type of vocal style works for this kind of band here. And here on this album, his vocal work is just scary as hell. I really love his vocal deliveries here. Very intense, very creepy, and very much in line with everything that's being done throughout this album. It is just a very, very scary vocal performance here. And yeah, overall, like I said, I think this is one of the best Encoffination albums to date. If you're a fan of this band's work, you're going to find something really special here with We Proclaim Your Death, O Lord. I don't know if I can say this is the best Encoffination album. I've yet to figure that out or determine that, but I know this is going to be getting a lot more listens, and this will definitely grow on me more and more with time. So yeah, if I didn't think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Graveside Monoliths, Mysterium Fidei, and the instrumental track A Monstrance of Human Bone. That song is just fucking scary. I love that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box is how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Selfmadegod Records Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally and is available physically currently as a CD and a special limited edition screen printed CD cover. There's also t-shirt options available, and I'm pretty sure there will be other physical formats of this album soon to follow. So again, the album is We Proclaim Your Death, O Lord by Encoffination. This is released on Selfmadegod Records. Go support this. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Definitely one of the best death doom albums in 2019. If you've happened to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and how you think it compares to previous Encoffination releases, or any of you guys into Encoffination, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Help out.